Today on the grid, it's retouching day. Roman and Vitaly from Retouch for Me are here today. We are going to see some really, really cool stuff. Erik Kuna is here, and if that's not cool enough, we will be giving away some very, very cool stuff to some folks who are watching the show live today. And you know, it's Wednesday. It's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. It's a fine, fine day on the grid, and it all starts in just 23.2 seconds. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The Grid is brought to you by Platy Pod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platy Pod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
All right, there we are.
Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome. I don't need these on right now, I guess. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's another live episode of The Grid. It's Wednesday. It must be around 1 o'clock. We're very glad you're here. The real Rocket Man's here.
Yes.
He's been doing rockety stuff. Before we get started, can you show us? I saw a couple things on your screen.
Yeah, so last night,
stuff?
last night I went out and we were, my nephew has been getting into, he's all into aviation and aerospace.
Yep.
But he's been getting into the night stuff with me. Obviously, when you're the nephew of Erik, I guess maybe you get into that stuff.
You get sucked into night stuff.
But yeah, no, we're up in this is just 2 hours north of Tampa. This is up in the Cedar Key area. Went up there. I stacked all these images and tracked them and composited it. And no, I didn't.
No.
That's just a single exposure. And that's actually, so the moon was setting. So I always love to look for night photography, like unique things where, everybody says, oh, you can never shoot the Milky Way, the moon's up. It's like, no, that's false. I mean, you could totally shoot the Milky Way, the moon's up. You just have to be cognizant of light and how it moves and all that stuff. So there it is, just one single exposure, a little bit of light painting on the front, got a little Luxy light that I lit paint up in the front. But what was interesting is right after that shot, turn around, and I got a rocket launching right behind me.
There you go. Look at that.
So that's a long exposure. You can see that the stars are starting to streak very long because that's about a 6-minute exposure where it's going. But that literally was the same spot in Florida, just one's facing southwest, and one's facing east. So it's just moving it around. So that's what I was doing last night.
All right. Last night I was watched a couple of shows, played some Call of Duty. There was an update to the Call of Duty Warzone map.
I get that.
Worked on some music, did some work stuff. Yeah, it was not exactly as much fun, but I did shoot a class on a course on location yesterday that we'll be working on. So that was really fun. That was great.
I'm excited to see that stuff come out, and I know we'll have more talk about that in a couple weeks.
Yeah, in a few weeks we'll be talking about some big stuff. All right, Roman and Vitaly are here. They're going to be joining us in the next couple of segments. We're going to look at a bunch of cool retouching stuff. I've got some Lightroom and Photoshop tips today. What else is going on? So coming up November 8th and 9th is a really cool online conference. It's put on by the folks that publish my books. So Rocky Nook Publishing publishes most of my photography books and stuff, and they have a conference called the Art and Craft of Photography. It's their first big full online conference, and it's a 2-day 2-track thing. They've got that's me right there. Thank you for pointing. Joe McNally. Look, the arrow just goes to 2 places. Oh, Iberian X. It's got a bunch of KelbyOne instructors, a bunch of Lindsay Adler.
Speaking of KelbyOne, that's a good way to say that. That's where, if you look at the names that are on there, they are people teaching at KelbyOne. Why? Because Rocky Nook and KelbyOne have the top trainers in the world. We
do. So I hope that you'll join us online, and then I hope you'll join us. Can I plug one of my own classes that I did here at KelbyOne?
I don't know. Let me check with the network.
Is it okay?
The network said it's okay.
All right, I'm going to plug one of my new classes that came out last week. So last week I did a class all on making skies look awesome.
Yes.
Now, you would think it's a class on sky replacement. It's not. I did a little segment on you couldn't do a class and just pretend it didn't exist. I did a very small piece on it. But I'm reading the comments. There are people in the comments on the class that are saying this was worth the price of membership. Numerous people saying that. Anyway, I'm very excited about it. I love when a class really hits.
And that's what's so great about the membership is we have so many people that I could go through comment after comment of people that say that was worth my price of membership, and then I'll say, well, this next one was worth my price of membership. Oh, the next one was worth my. I mean, it really is worth the price of membership.
And we have a new class that comes out every week. So that was last week's.
And all you got to do 1 hour a week, and you could take your photography to the next level.
Just 1 hour. Just one hour. Now, here's the cool thing: a new class comes out every week. If you go, I don't care about skies. Let's say you're a portrait photographer or you're a studio photographer.
Still should care about
you're a studio photographer, and you go, it's not for me.
Okay, I'll get in.
We have nearly 1,000 other courses that you can watch. We have an incredible archive. Hey, what is the class for this coming out this week? Oh, okay. We had a computer go down.
Computer went down.
So I'll let you know in a minute. All right. What else is coming up? We got giveaways today, including
and
the highly coveted little disc.
I was just using one of those last night.
Erik was just using one of these last night.
Highly sophisticated.
There it is. We're giving away. Look at the kind of gifts we give away. $18.50. No one's giving away that expensive a gift.
I do love those at night. Because I never have to worry about any. It's just like you never have to worry about it.
Right, because it goes in slides on anyway. I know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more of those. Like, that's the only round one I know of. But once you use it, you're like, why aren't they all like this? Like, why are they square and you have to try to?
So we're also going to be giving away. Speaking of Rocky Nook, your How Do I Do That in Photoshop book.
What?
I believe we're giving away an ebook version of this right now.
Yeah, the printed version will be here next month. Believe it or not, it's only taken like 4 months. To be printed in South Korea. So.
And then the Adobe Photoshop book for digital photographers. We're going to be giving away that book as well.
I think printed in America because it came out in 6 weeks.
Yep, there you go. And let's see what else we're giving away. We're giving away a copy.
Luminar, Despair, Illuminar,
Retrocar,
Disparar, and Retocar.
Retrocar? Yeah.
This is a version of my book in a different language.
Yes.
I'm not sure what language it is. Is it Italian? It's not Spanish. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. It could be Spanish.
Well, it's a translation of Scott's book, but I don't think we're giving that away.
Instead,
I think we are giving away a copy of On One No Noise 2023, however.
Yes, let's give that away.
We're giving away that, and I actually used that just this morning on this image. So that I showed from the last night. And then give away a V-Flat from V-Flat World. So this is for only U.S. shipping only. You just got to have a U.S. shipping address to enter this one. You're going to give away one V-Flat, but everybody can get a discount over at V-Flat World. All you got to use is that code Kelby10 at checkout, and you'll save 10%. And then speaking of Retouch for Me, which they were going to be on the show in just a second, they're giving away a eye bundle. So their eye vessels and eye brilliance package. And we're also, with them, you can get 20% discount. All you got to do is go over to enter the promo code KelbyOne20, so that's KelbyOne 20 on the page www.promo.retouch4.me. And there you go. And you can all save 20% as well.
Okay, I was wrong. My class, it was the week before, was my skies class. Last week's class was capturing the American West with Jefferson Graham. So he did a whole thing on capturing the West. He's so good. He's really, really good. People love him. This week's class is one of mine. So this week, that's last week's class. So I was wrong. Mine was 2 weeks ago. This is all right. So I do have a class coming out this week, and I'm very excited about this one. I shot this on location in the UK, and it is how to create a personal connection with your travel images. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to like give away what the whole thing is, but it's shot on location, and it's about how you can marry something you love, like you have a connection with where you're traveling. Because a lot of times you'll wind up going to the same place, right? Like I just went to Cuba. I'd been to Cuba before. You know, I've been to places like London and Paris and stuff numerous times over the year. If I go to Paris again, I don't need another shot of the Eiffel Tower. I don't need a shot of the Arc de Triomphe or the however it's pronounced.
Can I show something that kind of illustrates that? This is one of the things that I do when I travel. So I like landscape photography, but you also know that I love space. So every time I travel, I'm always looking for ISS rocket launch like last night. So this is an ISS pass over Utah.
All
You
right,
know?
so this is him marrying something
Yes,
he already
loves.
likes with something else he
Yep,
loves.
exactly.
Which is, so it's kind of like that, and I give you very, very specific examples of what you can do, and then I actually go out and
that's
do
what
it.
I know it. Yeah, I mean it's a really good class for showing that.
Yeah, and I've got a camera crew with me. You see it all live as it's happening. And I talk about everything. I talk about the equipment and the settings and all that, but it's really not about that. It's about creating this personal connection. That comes out, I think, tomorrow. So
Yep.
that's tomorrow. So anyway, we have a new one every week. So now, should you join? Should they join?
Well, I think they should. Yeah,
you can just buy the
definitely.
class. You can just buy the class. What is it, $29?
$29 to buy the class.
You can just buy the
own it.
class, and it's yours. You own it. Or you can get a membership and watch all the classes. You can watch 2 weeks ago's class and Jefferson's class and my class that comes out tomorrow.
And the 50,
and the next
other,
one and the next
52
one.
other classes that come out this year,
yeah.
and then the 52 from last
We'll
year.
have more than
and-
52 this
yeah,
year.
more than 52, exactly.
Yeah, because we always wind up with more than that. But anyway, we'll have some
we
very
always
cool
tend
stuff.
to over-deliver.
We're working on
it's a flaw
something.
of
We're
ours.
working on something very, very exciting that we've been working on here for a few weeks. I know some of you saw some behind the scenes stuff on like Instagram and stuff that we've been you know little parts of it, but we have a big thing that we're working on that we'll be unveiling just a few weeks.
A couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we are taking your questions and comments. That's how you, by the way, enter to win any of those things. If you leave us a comment, you're automatically entered into the drawing, and we'll be choosing winners today on the show live. We give away a lot of stuff. A lot of
do.
stuff. And good stuff, too. Quality stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the things we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at retouching. I've got some interesting stuff. There was an update to Lightroom last week, and I'm going to give you just a taste of one of the things that they updated, and then we're going to have Roman and Vitaly from
update our catalog.
From Retouch for Me. Yeah, we had to update our catalogs.
That doesn't happen too often.
No, but it freaks everybody out.
It definitely, you pause when it first comes up. But
like,
it's fine. It's fine.
It's
It'll
totally
be fine.
okay to do.
Yeah.
It's just everyone's, for maintenance reasons behind the scenes, they have to update your catalog. Nothing bad happens. Nothing goes away. And once you've updated your catalog, I throw my old catalogs away. Why am I going to keep a catalog I can't even use anymore? Because if you go to open the old catalog,
it is
what's
a
the first
disease
thing it
we
say?
have. Yeah.
The first thing it says is, do you want to update your catalog?
Yeah, are you sure you want
gotta
this? Is old.
You got to
Like,
update
really?
this catalog, so there's no sense in keeping, because your catalogs can get kind of big.
And your catalogs can get kind of big, but that's okay. I think people think that a lot of times you have to kind of keep on creating it's fine.
No.
It's
Just-
fine. Those
just
days
one
are
catalog.
gone.
Just
Those
one-
days are gone.
Just one catalog. All right. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got Roman and Vitaly from Retouch for Me joining us. You're going to see some really, really cool stuff. And I know that you've heard us talking about them, but you're going to actually get to see their stuff today. Really, really great stuff. We'll see you in just a minute right after this.
We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like this. We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like this.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to beautiful London, England, where I'm doing a very, very special class. I'm very excited about this class because it's something very different, very unique. It's about creating travel photography that has a personal connection to something you love. So that's the whole idea. Because think about it, a lot of people will go to a city again and again. Like we're here in London. I've been coming to London since I was 24 years old. So for the last 10 years, I've been coming to London. Anyway, long story short is I've got the shots of Big Ben, and I've got the shots of the London Eye and the Thames River and all that stuff. I've got it to death. But when I come to London, I can do something special. I can use something that I care about and then go and shoot it, and that becomes my story when I get back. So I'm shooting for a passion that I have. So my passion might be flowers, so I come to London and what I'm shooting are all the amazing gardens. What if my passion is museums? Well, there's 170 of them here. What if it's music? I could be at the Royal Albert Hall, or the great music stores, or the places where the Beatles played back in the day, or where they literally bought their guitars. I could do a whole story on all that kind of stuff. And that's what this class is about, is taking something you love and adding it to something else you love. You're marrying travel and your interests and photography. It's a hit. So you got to come and watch my brand new class. It's on creating personal connection in your travel images, and it's only here at KelbyOne.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire,
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we're back, Scott and Eric, and we've got the guys from Retouch for Me joining us in just a minute. For my Lightroom tip today. Oh, I want to do a Lightroom tip, so should we have the little graphic?
Yeah, we definitely should. So let's do a Lightroom tip.
That's so official looking. Okay, so I don't know if you caught the news, but there was an update to Lightroom, and it wasn't like an earth-shattering update. They actually, to the cloud version, they added a thing that lets you view and work with images without having to upload them to the cloud. So that's been a long time coming. But for Lightroom Classic users, they did add something really, really, actually very, very good, and it is a new panel. What? It is called the Lens Blur panel. It's right here. Now, they're telling you it's early access. What they're basically saying is this thing is not fully baked. It's a beta. They're still working on it.
It's like another way to say beta.
They're getting your feedback, and then this will go away when it's done, and they update it, and then it'll be done. But it actually works quite well at this point. So take a look at the image that you see on screen, which is it needs a lot of work. But the background is a little out of focus. And what this does is if your background is sharp, of course, it'll make it out of focus. But this one's already a little out, but it's not nearly what I want it to be. So I'm going to go to the Lens Blur, and you're just going to click the Apply button over here. And it takes a second. So you can see it says Analyzing, and then it blurred the background. So I'm just going to turn the little eyeball on and off here. So you can see, look, it did add it. But you can also see it also kind of blurred part of the... Now, that's rare. But for whatever reason, that I guess it's bright there and it thinks that's background. You can actually use, there's a brush that you can use over here that will let you can target which areas that you want to be in focus. And then you can say, all right, this was supposed to be in focus. And you just paint over it. And then it basically tells. And you got some little hairs here that it missed. And you can just say, I want these to be in focus. And then, so anything that it missed, you can just paint it back in. You can choose what area you want to be focused. You can change the focal point, right? You can say, You can
even see the depth if you have that visualized depth.
Right, and you can also change the blur amount. You could really crank it up, right? And so look at the difference here. So just... Yeah, see, that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, you just got the lens upgrade that was the cheapest lens upgrade ever.
That's the cheapest lens upgrade ever. And you also you can choose different types of bokeh, more modern bokeh or different ones. There's all kinds of different ones that you can change the shape and look of the bokeh or the bokeh, which however you pronounce it, in the background. But anyway, I wanted to share that as a Lightroom tip because we've been showing the neural filters in Photoshop. This is better than the neural filters.
This is the next level.
Because it has all these different controls. The neural filters just go on and go, well, do you want it brighter or not? They don't have different types of bokeh. There's not a brush to paint it away. There's just a lot of, this is just next level, and it saves you a trip from having to go to Photoshop. So that's it. Hats off to
Lightroom is getting pretty close to do you really need to go to Photoshop?
Well, one of the things, you know what they need though? You know what's missing from Lightroom still?
There's a lot, but what are you going to say?
It does not have good, their healing brush is misnamed. It's not good.
It's not, it's just, if it was Photoshop's, we'd be okay.
Yeah, Photoshop's is good. Lightroom's is not good. It's better than it used to be. Erase
It's better.
Is better.
It's way better.
But why can't, they did invent Photoshop, right?
You would think they'd have the code
can't
somewhere.
You go down the hall to the guy that did the healing brush?
Can you work with our team for a month and just figure this out?
Can we just put that in? But anyway, they didn't, and it's anyway. Oh, well. But hey, this is I'm happy to have this. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. This is something I will definitely use, and so there you go. All right, standing by, we have Roman and Vitaly from Retouch for Me. And gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, good to have you guys here. Now, people have heard us talk about your plugins. We've been able to give them away as gifts, so thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. And but a lot of people haven't seen a lot of the stuff.
It. Yeah,
so that's what we're hoping today is that we can get you guys to show us some cool stuff. because what we love seeing cool stuff.
Nice. This is why we are here.
All right. So I'm gonna pass the mic. Like, what's his name that does that? DJ.
Yep.
Forget his name.
Yeah, we're passing the mic.
We're passing the mic. So it's
take
all
it away.
yours.
Okay.
Show us some cool stuff.
Thanks so much. Well, basically, my name is Roman, and this is Vitaly. So Vitaly is the co-founder of Retouch for Me, a young IT company, and we develop AI-powered plugins for retouching. And our plugins work as a standalone software or through Photoshop, Lightroom, Capture One. And we're here today to show you what they can do, how they can make your life easier and more fun.
Awesome.
So,
Yay.
Vitaly.
Okay. So, do you see my screen
Yes, we see
right
it.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So now we have 12 plugins, and I would like to demonstrate a couple of them. So let's start with the first one. So I make a copy of the layer and go to the filters, retouch for me hell. Just wait a little bit. So if you want to retouch the image, you want to eliminate some little spots from the skin, and this filter did it. And as you can see, I just run it. I don't use any of the controls here. I just run, and so this is what I got. So before and after. And as you can see here, the texture of the skin didn't change. So it actually retouches the image. All
Yeah,
right.
so
and,
it's analyzing the image and actually doing that retouching for you, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does. And what Vitaly was saying, that one of the main features of our plugins is that our plugins use a non-destructive approach to retouching. So whenever you're working with textures, all the textures remain intact. So they don't get blurred or like smoothed out. It basically it is the texture that you're working with. It stays in place.
Wow. Now, and that's AI based.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's neural networks.
That's
Yes.
really slick.
Yeah, that was
love
cool.
the-
You could see when they put it up, like all the retouching
I know.
that it did.
Can
right?
we see just that layer
Like,
with the
yeah.
retouch on it again?
Yeah, that
layer,
Yeah,
that middle
yeah.
layer.
So now I want to run the second plugin, retouch for
No,
me,
hold
Dutch
on.
and
Vitaly, can you show what it did? Okay.
All right.
Oh, we've rolled
So
on.
this is the second plugin. It's called Retouch for Me, Dodge and Burn, and it's
Okay.
dodges and burns. So let's see the preview. So the white spots on the face became brighter, and the blue ones became darker. So that's all.
Yeah.
And
so
if you tick here soft light layer, so you will have all the result on a neutral gray layer. So all I need to do is just to choose soft light blend mode here, and that's all. So before and after.
Look at that.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
Just check the amount of the details here and the precise work. Like here,
Yeah,
so
it's nice. It's keeping the textures.
yeah, so yeah, here is the like original one and before and after.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I like how it's,
Yeah, so-
it's retaining the detail in the textures.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay, so let me merge all images together and run the third plugin. It's called Retouch for Me, Dodge and Burn. Portrait volumes. So this plugin increases the visual volume of your shot. So I will show you how it works. So
It adds depth and
here
dimension.
is the preview, and here is the before and after. Yeah, so here you can just decrease the blend option or increase it like this. And also you can save the retouching result on a neutral gray layer, just like this, and look at the mask.
Oh gosh. I used to teach this.
Yeah.
I used to, in fact, in one of my retouching books, I show how to do this. but it takes forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can
Yes,
tell you,
definitely.
I've never made a mask that looked that good. I've never had a mask. That is the most detailed dodging and I call that dodging and burning. So what you called dodging and burning before, you were using as more of like using curves to.
Yeah, so
'Cause
here is
there's-
the dodge and burning layer.
Yeah, because there's two different types of dodging and burning when we talk about it. There's
Yes.
dodging and burning that we think about to sculpt the face, which is what you just did, where you accentuate the
Yep.
shadows and you accentuate the highlights, and it's very popular in high-end retouching. You see this done in magazines and stuff all the
Yeah,
time, and it
everywhere.
does. It makes pretty much everybody look great. I mean, it is a very neat,
Yeah, sculpting light is amazing.
It's sculpting, really,
Yeah.
is what it is. It makes your jawline stronger. It sculpts the face. It's just
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it took a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that is
and
a
it
long,
took
yeah.
multiple layers. So when I used to do this, I would create a curves layer, right, and then I would invert the layer, and then I would paint over the highlights with the brush. And you also have to determine where the highlights are, where the shadows are, and stuff. That was flipping amazing. What you just showed, because that did the thing that took me 20 minutes of photo in like 10
yeah.
seconds.
10
It wasn't even
seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah, not even.
Wow, those are what are you running this on? What kind of machine are you running this on? Because it's hauling butt.
Yeah, so I'm working on MacBook M1 Pro. So
Oh, yeah. M1
it
Pro.
runs
Oh,
really
yeah.
That's
fast.
the same thing. I
Man,
have.
that's
Yeah.
fast. But the results are really good. I mean, I love the stuff you did removing spots and stuff. But that one right
Yeah.
there, that right there.
Well, that takes a long time.
That's money. That is
anytime we
money.
can save that much
holy
time.
cow.
It's
Anytime
money,
you-
and I would say it's skills, because you need to spend a lot of time to practice to make dodge and burn, because without professional skills, you can make the image look even worse. So I will just merge the image together in separate layer, and I will run the plugin, which is called Retouch for Me Skin Tone. So sometimes you can see like reddish tint on the face, on hands. So all our plugins work all around the body and all around the whole frame. So for example, if you have like a group shot, the plugin will retouch all of the people in the frame. So here is the preview and before and after. So maybe I can just decrease the blend here and click apply. And change to the soft light. Okay.
Vitaly,
So just
I'm starting to
yeah.
feel bad for this guy. He obviously has so many things wrong with him that we're on plugin number 5. I feel bad for him. He's not a bad-looking guy. It's just
Yeah.
he has many imperfections apparently.
Well, we all do. We all do.
I don't.
And that's what, yeah.
If you ever look at a really good close-up of me, it's perfect.
That's true.
It's perfection.
But we
Dude, they
all
don't
do.
make enough
Yeah,
plugins for my
just
face.
let me show you before and after 4 plugins. All right. So this is the before
Oh!
and after.
Right. But what's interesting here is
And just check
you
the
haven't done
texture.
anything as far as like, it's all been automatic through the neural net. It's
Yeah.
not been anything that you've interacted, like you've just basically ran them.
That's the
Yeah, and
holy
in the
cow.
second part, I will show you how to run the plugins just from our retouching panel in one click. So you need to do this, the layer structure, the panel will make it for you.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's a good segue. So we could take a break, and then we come back, we could dive right into that.
Yes, we're going to take a short pause. We've got more cool stuff coming up. Don't go away. We're live here on the
That's
grid
cool.
with Roman and Vitaly from
That's neat.
All right.
Touch for Me. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Tested by devotion, loving is devotion. Ooh, that's
Hi, I'm Karen Hutton. Join me for how to plan a trip to a location you've never visited. Whether you're an expert photographer, you plan trips, but it still makes you nervous, maybe you haven't planned a trip, or maybe you just wish you could. Whether you're flying, whether you're driving, whether you're taking a train or some other mode of transportation, you'll learn how to decide, develop, dedicate, and dig in to create the adventure of your dreams whether it's a long trip or just an afternoon. We're also going to cover where you got to be on the inside and how you have to train to maximize your time, your money, and your effort on your next adventure. So join me on my next class at KelbyOne.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
All right,
All right,
we
we're
are back. We're all just sitting here talking on the break with Roman and Vitaly. We're going, holy crap! Where did you get this stuff? How did you come? How did you come up
this,
with
sorcery?
this? It's sorcery. No, this is really amazing. I mean, you know what it is? This is lowering the barrier of entry to people that want great looking images
And great retouching.
and great retouching fast. You know, it's
But that's
just
where
like,
the other thing I was talking about on the break, like I think as photographers, we fear it because of like what you just said like earlier, that I spent all this time learning this technique and learning this stuff. It's like, that's fine. If you have a client that last month you were doing this for him and now you're doing this, it just means you're going to work faster. It just means you are working faster. So use the machines to work faster.
But you know what? I don't feel bad that I learned it the hard way.
Yeah.
I just appreciate how and I was
do too,
telling
but-
this to the guys off the air. I said I've been making dodge and burning highlights and shadow masks for years.
Yep.
And I have never in my career made a dodging and burning mask that was as detailed as what you guys made in like 5 seconds.
Yes.
That was incredible. We're just Eric
I
and I are
was
just
blown
blown
away,
away.
yeah.
I hope you guys are too. Show us more stuff. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So I
Okay,
think now we're
so,
going to show, we have another thing
What
that
else
is
you can
called
do with
the panel.
neural networks? So, for example, if you shoot like Cadillac photos like this, so you need to like iron the clothes. And I will run the plugin from the panel. So here is the panel.
Okay.
And here I need to just run the fabric plugin.
Uh-oh.
So I just click the fabric on the panel and just wait. So I will get the separate layer with retouching.
So I don't need to iron
Like
my
this.
clothes again. Awesome.
Yeah, like this.
Well, crud. You know, I used to teach.
This is not the fake texture. So this is the original texture here. So it's just working with color and brightness. So it's like a real retouching.
Wow. Wow, that is great. Hey, tell me about this panel. I'm seeing that for the first time.
Yeah, so the panel basically it's like the control for all the plugins. So, for example, if you have the image and you need to retouch it to do something with this, maybe this one. So you need just to choose the plugins that you want to run for the image. For example, here, so this set of plugins is okay.
Oh,
It's
it'll
like
run all of them at one
magnifier.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
touch and burn,
exactly.
skin tone, portrait volumes, and probably eye vessels, because it's a close-up portrait and you need to
So it's running through
eliminate
look
like
at that.
blood vessels in the eyes. So I just choose the plugins that I want to use on this image and just click run. That's all.
It's
And
like an
just
action
wait.
panel. It's like you're setting up all the different
Wow.
plugins and then hitting run, and it's running that sequence. That's cool.
Yes. So panel is just like a set of actions, and the panel applies the plugins to the image in
Wow,
the.
there you go.
Oh,
Done.
look at that.
Yeah, it's just let me show you before and after, and let me just zoom in here.
That's that. Oh,
Just check the eyes, because eye vessels is really hard to eliminate.
Yes, it is, because it's easy to get it smeared and look bad.
Yeah.
It's very easy to mess up on those eye veins or vessels. That's one of, and I see that a lot where people have tried to go in with the healing brush or the clone stamp tool, and it never looks right.
That's right. So let me show you it by layers. So the first layer with the heel, so you can see how it eliminates like a small.
blemishes.
Wow.
blemishes,
Wow.
So the second layer is mattifier. So if you have like oily shine on the face and you need to eliminate, for example, you shoot people with the flash right to the face. You shoot people doing some sport stuff, so they're sweating, and you need to eliminate this like oily shine from the face. You can use mattifier plugin, and here maybe I can just.
That's what's so cool about it. What you're doing right now is that it gave you that, but then you have the ability, because it's non-destructive, to like blend it in how you want.
Yeah. You've got that layer ready to go, and you can change the blend mode or lower the opacity or what have you.
Yeah. So dodge and burn, so skin tone, portrait volumes. See the difference.
Oh yeah, look at that nice dodge and burning. Well, that's what I call it.
Yeah,
oh,
and here is the eye vessels.
Oh my gosh.
And the final result.
Holy cow.
It's just one click.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
Right? and this can work on your local machine. So it's pretty nice.
Oh, so you don't have to be online for this to work?
No. You don't have to be connected
It's all
to
local.
the internet.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete. All right, now, so you how do I buy these plugins? Here, I've got my credit card. How do I buy these?
Just from the website. Yes, you have a
Right.
promo code here. So
Yep.
All right, let's bring up the promo code right now.
right.
What is our promo code? We have it here.
Yes,
Hold on.
we have it here. It
I think
is,
Erik already gave it, but let's give it again.
It's Kelby120. So it's KelbyOne, the number 20, and that's the promo code.
All right.
And then you got that website there, that www.promo.retouch4.me, and I think Scott's going to write it up.
All right,
here.
yeah, I'm going to write it up here.
Right.
So
And
it's-
and guys, one more thing. Like, keep in mind that we are going to have a Halloween sale that is going to kick off on October 26th and is going to last until the end of the month, until October 31st, and it's going to be 25% off. However, with your promo code, it's going to be 30% off on any
oh,
plugin.
let's go. And when does
right.
that
Yeah.
when does that start?
October 26th until October 31st.
Okay, so a
Yeah,
week or
that's
so.
right.
All right.
Yep.
I put the code up here, the Kelby 120, but on October 26th, right, it changes into 30. Ooh,
There you go.
that is nice. All right, holy cow. I got to tell you, I'm just so impressed. I mean, I've looked at your website many times, and I've heard people rave about it. In fact, I just saw somebody here talking about your plugins. If we can scroll back up here, somebody else just wrote in. Diego just wrote, "Retouch for me is amazing, a time saver, definitely recommended." So thank you, Diego, for that comment. And
And
all right,
actually,
and-
he had a question here,
Yeah.
and is if I use dodge and burn at 75%, then decide to use the panel and click dodge and burn, does it take the percentage previously used, like in this case 75%, or does it default to 100?
No, the panel will work with the custom values, but you can just make an action in Photoshop and put all the sets of the plugins with the settings you want, and just record an action and run it. So
Okay.
with the actions, people edit like a bunch of photos at once, like whole wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can batch a wedding.
Batch a wedding.
Yeah, they
telling
just
you.
put it on the night, and in the morning the wedding is done.
Wow, what an amazing time we live in with this.
It is. It's an
This
amazing
technology is just incredible.
Yeah,
Holy
it's,
cow!
it's amazing, really.
And this is why we've been saying this is like, I do not think that AI is going to necessarily replace humans, but humans that use AI will
Yeah,
replace
that's
humans.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's a good way to say it. People who use AI are going to replace people who don't use AI.
That's what I believe.
No,
I
that's,
definitely
that's a
think.
very good quote. It's very deep.
Yeah,
That's what I've been
it's
thinking
just
about
a
lately.
tool, but
Yep, it is
you
just a
know
tool.
how to you need to know how to shoot the people, how to
Yes.
see the world around you.
Well, and we talk about this a lot, guys. We talk about this isn't replacing creativity.
Yes,
This is
that's right.
replacing
Absolutely.
production work.
Yes,
It
that's it.
is not
That's what I'm
creative
saying.
to sit
Yeah.
there one by
No.
one and remove blemishes.
Ugh.
That is literally
Yeah.
just lost production
I know.
time.
I wonder, when are you going to make this for landscapes? Because I need this.
Nobody sits there and goes, I really love to remove blemishes. I think
No.
it's the greatest. That is the boring production stuff. Now,
That's right.
what do we like to do? We like to be in the studio. I like to photograph people.
Yeah.
I don't mind the post-processing. The retouching is tedious.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And so what this is
Yeah.
doing is this is giving you back creative time. It's giving you back shooting time because it's taken off the stuff that is boring and tedious. If you had to do all this stuff that they're showing you by hand to one photo, right?
Oh, that would have
Yeah.
taken 3 shows
Yeah.
to do that. That would have taken 3
taken
shows
three-
to do what they just
it would have
did in
taken
15
3 shows.
Yeah,
minutes.
that's right.
I'm faster than that. I could have done it in 2 shows.
2 shows, maybe. Scott could have done it in 2 shows. It would have taken me 6.
It would have taken Eric 6, so we average it out to 3 shows.
Yep.
All right, guys, before you go, can you show us anything else? You got any other tricks up your sleeve?
Vitaly, how about we show the clean background? Clean
Yeah,
backdrop.
I just click a clean backdrop. Yeah, I just run it. So just let's wait.
So this is clean background. So you click just clean background. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, sometimes a lot of people shoot stuff on cyclorams on the like solid background, and you need to clean it.
Oh yeah, I
Alright.
always do it. I
Maybe.
always do it by.
Yeah, maybe I can choose here like medium dots. So here you can choose the size, the size of the like a particles on the background. So I think
I see.
yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, let's click apply. And so here is the before and after.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, do you know
Yeah.
how much
Yeah,
time I have
and
retouched
if you
seamless
zoom
paper?
here, you can see that like the texture remains the same, the pattern of the noise the same. It's really it's like retouching, and the shadows remains the same. So it's like the shooting people on the clean background.
Oh yeah. Now you can use that dirty paper. You're like, forget
Well,
it.
yeah,
I just hit the
unfortunately, a
button
lot of
later.
our paper is dirty. You
Yeah,
know how
I
many
know.
times I've
Ah,
retouched?
I tell you.
Just this.
All the
I mean,
time.
oh gosh, you guys are doing a service to the world. So thank you. Holy cow! All right, well, gentlemen, thank you so much. Where can people go learn more about your plugins? Where can they go?
They can go to the internet, and we have a YouTube channel, and we have some videos on the website, so you can watch them. And a lot of bloggers talk about our plugins, so you can go to the YouTube and just type retouch for me.
Awesome.
So retouch the number 4 and then me.com.
That's right. That's
All right. Pee Wee is asking how much is the entire bundle. So what if you want it all?
So actually, not so many people need the whole bundle, because we have the plugins that work for the teeth and some stuff that for some people is not important.
Right. So it's a la carte. You buy the ones you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's right.
We
Exactly.
only have the eye bundle, which is like eye vessels and eye brilliance. Those two plugins go like together. But yeah, if you need, for some reason, if you need to purchase all the plugins, you have to buy them one by one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And that's at retouch4me.com. All right.
Exactly.
Dot me.
Dot. Oh, wait. It's
Retouch
Dot me, yeah, sorry.
for dot me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
right.
I was blowing that. Retouch the number 4 dot me. There we go.
There we
All
go.
right. I'm going to put that up on my screen because I blew
Yes.
it now, so I have to fix this.
Well,
Retouch
actually,
4 dot.
Yep.
Me.
And that's it.
All right. There we go. That's
There
the
it is.
actual. There. Go there. Go right now. I'll beat you there. All right. Guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming on
Thank you for
and
having
showing this,
Thank
seeing
you
this
for
stuff.
inviting us.
Is
Thank you.
mind-blowing. It is really good.
That's very cool.
My hat's off
Yeah.
to you guys.
Thank you.
Really, really well done. And also nice getting to talk to you. So, gentlemen, we wish you great success with this stuff. You're doing some
Thank you.
stuff
Thank
that
you
gives
very
us back a chunk of our lives so we can do the stuff we want to
Exactly.
do instead of
Love
stuff we
these.
hate doing. So,
It's like the comment was, it's a time saver.
It's a
and
time
that's
saver.
what I love that.
you know
Love
what? That is one thing. People will pay to save time,
Mm-hmm.
right? If it does anything faster or better, that's something that is worth investing in. I have
Absolutely.
no problem getting things that give me back time. Time is the most valuable thing, and
So time is the most valuable commodity that
Commodity.
humans waste.
that is the most valuable commodity that we waste. All right, thanks again, guys. We're going to take a short break. When we come back,
Thank you,
we're going to
guys.
wrap up with some just housekeeping stuff. We got some shout outs and some comments and stuff. If you guys have any questions, but our thanks to Roman and Vitaly. That was really cool, and we'll see you guys after the break.
We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like that. We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like that.
Hey everyone, I'm Jefferson Graham, inviting you to watch my latest class for KelbyOne. It's all about how to photograph the great American West on one of these, a mobile phone. You don't need the big giant camera to get amazing shots of Arches National Park and Monument Valley and the great Colorado Rockies. You can do it all on here, and I'll show you how in my latest class. Be sure to check it out at KelbyOne.com.
I am a portrait and wedding photographer based in Valencia, Spain.
I do mainly commercial and editorial photography, and I retouch up to 100 photos a month.
We shoot almost every day for all kinds of clients, such as commercial, beauty, and fashion. And we retouch our work more often, like every other day.
I used to spend over 1 hour for one photo.
If we want professional results, we must remove skin blemishes, do micro dodge and burn, highlight eyes, whiten teeth, and even reduce wrinkles in clothes. And this can easily take me up to 2 hours of work for each photo.
So when I saw that there's a plugin for Photoshop that helps you retouch quicker, I was eager to get my hands on it.
I read many feedbacks about it, and I found a lot of positive reviews, which made me to consider buying my first plugin.
One of the challenges we have at the end of a session or wedding is to achieve an edition in our photograph that look natural. This is where retouch for me has become a game changer.
I love the feature that you can pick how much effect it has on your photo, and you can adjust it accordingly to your style.
I saved a lot of time and always end up having amazing result with my work.
I am extremely happy with the quality.
Now I am more efficient and have more time to spare with my family.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platy Pod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Like that.
All right, we're back, Scott and Eric. We were just talking with the guys again. I was like, I got to start using. I have a plug-in that I use sometimes when I'm doing retouching.
Yes,
but I don't think we'll ever use that plug-in again. I'm not going to mention its name, especially since I'm not going to use it. But I was using a plug-in that a friend of mine turned me on to, and it was really good. But it's not that level.
Well, I love the non-destruct. Like, you're still got the control. Like,
and also,
that's really neat.
Eric was talking them into putting everything in a bundle. Just put everything in one big bundle.
It's like that's because that's what we want. A lot of times we don't want to feel limited. We're just like, just let me have it all.
Yeah,
just
even if it's a lot of money, at least give me the option. Even if it's a bunch, because but that's it. I mean, I'm going to drop my other plugin. I'm not going to mention the name because it's like, All right, we have some shout outs.
Yes, so we got Marcus joining us all the way from Germany.
Wait, Marcus led another worldwide photo walk.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that, Marcus. He sent me their group picture and I shared it online.
I love seeing those group pictures.
I love those group pictures.
So
my gosh. You know who else? I got a video from the Philippines. Now, Philippines photographers are legit. Let me tell you what. Some of the best photographers you're going to find anywhere are in the Philippines. I'm telling you what. It is a dedicated group of fun, really nice, very talented, creative people. And they always do great videos. They make their own shirts.
Yeah.
But I think of any country, it's the United States and the Philippines have the most walks. And then all of Europe, But anyway, thank you, Marcus.
And we've got Alec joining us from Aberdeen. We got
a windy.
Scott,
Aberdeen.
windy Aberdeen. And then Scott Johnson saying just north of Seattle saying hello. Deb saying hello from SoCal. Jeannie is saying hello from sunny Venice, Florida.
West Coast,
it is a sunny.
Coast.
It's a little cold in Florida.
I love it. I love it.
Weather.
I'm loving it.
It dropped into the 60s, so you got to put on your sweater.
I was shooting outdoors. Yeah. We were shooting in downtown Tampa yesterday, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, and then Sunny Days is joining us from Loxahatchee, Florida. Then Cammy's joining us from South Carolina. Art's joining us from
Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach, yes.
Boynton.
And then Florida. And then Sharon B saying hi from Southern California. Steve from Baton Rouge. Lena all the way from Spain. We've got Ron saying hi from Houston. Love the grid and love my KelbyOne membership. 10 plus years.
10 plus years. Hey, speaking of that, there's a couple of other comments. Thank you, guys. Deb says, join. Thank you.
Deborah
says, yes, you should join. I watch all the time.
And Sunny Days is saying long-time member. Love it.
And Janie says, best money I ever spent on my photography habit was becoming a KelbyOne member. Thank you very much.
And look at Barb saying, so love my KelbyOne membership. Whatever I'm needing to work on, there's a class for it. Thanks for the great instructors for sharing their talent. Watch the Sky class last week. It's a must watch. So there you go. And Jerry's saying KelbyOne and the Adobe Photography Bundle, the only 2 monthly subscriptions I need for photography. There you go.
I couldn't spin all the way around. I got caught in the cable. So
all right.
This desk is like a trap. I was sitting here and something smashed to the ground here, and I don't know.
Well, because we love to give away prizes, we got to give away a bunch of prizes.
Let's
on the show,
do it.
Right?
Let's go.
So, Deb Hildreth Pizark?
How about just Deb?
Well, I got it.
Oh, we got multiple Debs, don't we?
We got Deb. Yeah, Deb Hildreth Pizark is winning the How to Do That in Photoshop book. Gary, I'm going to butcher these things. Gary Schwinender, maybe? Yeah, sir, that's it. And then winning the Photoshop and Digital Photography book. Larry H. is winning the Platy Pod disc. Gervin Aguilar is winning the V-Flat. Chris Livingston is winning the iBundle for Retouch for Me. Daniel Jones is winning the On One No Noise. All you got to do is email us over at gridprize@kelbyone.com. Just make sure you do that by this Friday. We'll verify your information, and then we'll send you out your prize.
All right. I got something.
All right.
I've been saving this one.
Okay.
I have a new snack.
Uh-oh, it's a food thing.
Nope. It is a food thing. And so
it's not a chicken sandwich thing, then.
It is not a chicken sandwich thing. I love to share a great snack.
Yes.
Now, you know that I'm very big on the chicken and a biscuit and the easy cheese, which is my wife calls spray cheese. It comes in a can, but with the blue lid.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
well,
we're familiar with that.
So we had a hurricane coming this way.
This was a little while
few
ago,
weeks
like about a month ago.
About a month ago, a hurricane was heading this way, and my wife thought, what kind of food would last if we were out of power for a while? And she bought 3 cans of easy cheese, but
those would last a while.
And trust me, this is not on my wife's list of goodies. She's not but she thought, well,
how will Scott survive? And he was like,
and the kids, how will they survive? So she got us, and she got the yellow top, which I will never buy the yellow top until now, because I'm telling you, Erik, I have come up with a combination that is stunning for the yellow top.
Okay.
All right. So first, let me show you what the yellow top I'm talking about, right? So look on my screen here.
Yes, because you've always been particular.
I'm a
to
blue
the
guy.
Blue top.
I've been that with the chicken and the biscuit crackers is magic. But guys, I'm telling you, this is a game changer snack. This is so good. Juan came out from behind the camera to see. All right. So we're going yellow. Are you ready? Here's what you're going to put it on, and this is going to be surprisingly good. Right here. Oh, look at this. Look, Juan went and got. There it is. So right on the desk here. Take a look at the desk. All right. So that's the magical one. The blue and blue.
This is the This is the OG.
This is the original.
combo.
That's the OG. Now we're going to add, here's what it is. And guys, I'm telling you, do not sleep on this. Right here, the Ritz, oh, it won't open that page. Here we go. It's this. The Ritz toasted pita crackers in original flavor with that yellow cheese. Guys, I'm telling you, my brother and his wife came over this weekend. They come over every Saturday, and we watch football and do whatever. This time it was Sunday they came over because we watched the Bucks lose. Anyway, I said, guys, I have a new snack for you. They lost their minds over this snack. I'm telling you, this is, Erik, go buy this on the way home.
All right.
I wouldn't lead you wrong. Guys, if I come down with a snack, it's legit. Yellow can.
You can take that to the bank.
You can take it to the bank. You can book it. It's like it is as guaranteed as Dak Prescott throwing an interception. It's that.
That didn't
on the
happen
money.
this week.
I know, but they barely won, dude. They won.
They won.
I know. At
They're
the
better
last
than the
second.
Bucks this week. I mean, come on.
Well, that's Anyway,
different story.
Long story short, don't say you didn't learn anything of value today on the grid, because that's snackalicious.
All right. Well, I have nothing to follow up that one.
Nobody does. That's the drop the mic moment.
I think that's
the
the end of the show.
All right. We are about done here. So thanks to everybody that watched. Congratulations to everybody that won some goodies. Let's see what else. What we got coming up
Congratulations
next?
to Retouch for me for making something that
we're
saves
in
time.
We're in the judging stage for the Worldwide Photo Walk competition.
Yes, we are.
We're working on the leaders competition now. Then we'll have the grand prize and all that winner coming up next week. Next week we got Lenworth Johnson is in the house. He is a wonderful, wonderful photographer. Before he taught for us, I was like, he is the most improved photographer that guy took his skills and went off the chart, so much so that we hired him. And so Lenworth has done a number of classes for us, and he's terrific. Terrific guy, great shooter, a great educator. You're going to learn a lot. He's going to be here next week on the show. I don't know what we're going to talk about. It doesn't matter. He's a really fascinating guy.
Yep.
And he's so good. So that's next week, Lenworth.
Yep.
What else we got coming up? Anything else exciting? We told you about the conference from Rocky Nook.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
All right. For all of you who haven't joined KelbyOne, go to KelbyOne.com. Join right now, and we'll see you online. Take care, everybody.